Hi, welcome to High Heels of a Perfect Woman. Today I'm reading from Genesis 24. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. We've seen in Genesis that verse. However, here in Genesis 24, there's a man choosing a woman via from God, via from his father, via from the Lord. I'm talking about Rebekah today and her process of marriage. You know it's from God when it wasn't even a concern of yours, or you're not the one that has to fulfill the destiny of it. You know, we got it from God, from Jesus dying on the cross. We got it from God just knowing that we are capable, even with Moses and Aaron. You know it's a blessing from God when someone else is fulfilling that purpose for you or with you, like the disciples when they walked along Jesus. There was a will, a destiny, a purpose, and a way. Abraham looking for a wife for Isaac. Abraham sends his servant and demands that he chooses from the kinsman. Servant prays that this chosen woman from God will be concerned about the camels often. How he knew she offered the camels water prior to him finishing his prayer. And I want to speak about this because a woman of God or a woman chosen from God, like you could find a wife and she's a good thing, she's a good wife. But if you're chosen from God, you were specifically destined for this particular marriage. You were specifically destined for this particular husband and the things that are occurring. And when you know it's from God, things are going right. Nothing is going wrong. Everything's going to be provided and destined for you. In this example, God is showing him that after he prayed, the woman is already there fulfilling purpose and destiny. Sometimes we're praying for things that we already have assigned to us. We've already have willed to us. It's already ready for us to receive. We don't have to pray for it. All we have to do is walk in it. You know, the other day, I was speaking about that or reading about it in the book of Thomas. It's one of the forgotten books. Whether it's a good book or not, it has like Bible verses that are more exposed to us and explained. And not suggesting, I'm just saying that that's what I was reading. And you just have to be in position, purpose, and place. A lot of it speaks about being in that position, purpose, and place. And in the process of me reading the book of Thomas, I had saw where it said that you have to be, they asked him, how will we know heaven? How will we know, that we are yours? And he said, you have to be in movement and repose. Movement and repose. And I'm aware of the word repose and what it means. It means being in a resting place, a place of peace, just staying still and a resting. But to have movement and repose, to be resting and moving at the same time, is totally different. And I spoke about this before in one of my videos talking about Kerflui, where you allow God to completely move you. But in order to do that, you have to be in a resting position. In this instance, the servant is taking place and allowing God to move him, even though he's in a resting position. He's sitting there getting water. He's sitting there praying and expecting God to move on behalf, because this is purpose, position, and place. But in order to do that, you have to have movement and repose. Now, a lot of us are aware of repenting, but after repenting, you have to be willing to allow God to move you. That's why you say, be Lord of my life. Forgive me for my sins, because I'm not going to do it again, because I'm allowing you to be Lord over my life. I'm allowing you to move me in my resting position because I have faith and because I know you will do it and I know you're capable. Whether I've seen you do it or not, I still have movement and repose. So that's something that was exemplified in this situation. With her caring about the camels as well, that showed that she has love, care, and want. She considered. And the Bible, God considers a lot. This is a God woman. This is a woman for a godly man. This is a woman that's going to have two nations out of her belly. That's why you say, be Lord of my life. Forgive me for my sins, because I'm not going to do it again, because I'm allowing you to be Lord over my life. I'm allowing you to move me in my resting position because I have faith and because I know you will do it and I know you're capable. Whether I've seen you do it or not, I still have movement and repose. So that's something that was exemplified in this situation. With her caring about the camels as well, that showed that she has love, care, and want. She considered. And the Bible, God considers a lot. This is a God woman. This is a woman for a godly man. This is a woman that's going to have two nations out of her belly. Also, this woman got jewels right after. This woman will be worthy of her dowry. This woman will be worthy of the things that are occurring because she was chosen for this. She was set apart for this. A lot of people say they're set apart. A lot of people say God chose me. A lot of people say this was my destiny and my purpose. This was what God set me here for. And if it is, you will be worthy of the things that you receive. She received jewels, and immediately he asked, could I spend the night, or who her father is. And things will seamlessly, effortlessly move with no issue if it's the will of God or the call of God in your life to be with that person or to be with that individual. And here Rebekah is exuding that, because even she had to exemplify movement and repose by allowing things to happen. But this is in her submissiveness as a woman of God for a man of God. Most of all, your man will be thanking God for this occurring. He was very much so in thanksgiving for finding the woman for someone else. You know, it will move seamlessly. Like her family accepted it, the servant accepted it, even Isaac accepted it. It was just amazing how things move, and everyone was like in their position and doing the same thing that God. It doesn't speak about prophecy or prophesying. He just put in a request and God answered. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just effortlessly, and people will be in thanksgiving of it. After this has all occurred, she was able to replace his mother. Like, you can't replace someone's mother, but I want to say she was able to take that position after he married her. He even accepted her. You don't see any backbiting from God, like, God, why did you send me this woman? God, this is the wrong woman. It was the right woman for him at the right time after his mother's death, because she was able to console him and take that position. And if you are a woman just like Rebekah, you will be able to do those things. He prayed for children. So even though they had this fruit, you could tell they're fruitful because of the things that occurred. Now they're ready to multiply. In their multiplication, there's an issue. She's barren. Now, is that a problem? No, because most of the things that the Lord does is so that you can see and know the will of God and know what God is doing and what he's capable of, or just so he can show and fulfill who he is. So the Lord answers this prayer about her barrenness and provides her with these two twins, which is a prophecy being fulfilled. The twins struggled within her. Those are two nations at odds that will be separated. Two people, one will be stronger, one will serve the other. Jacob, he had the 12 tribes of Israel. He called them Israel. They overcame everything and people. Esau was the father of the Edomites, warred and got wiped out. So this prophecy was ultimately fulfilled through this woman, Rebekah. What prophecy will be fulfilled through you as a woman, going up your high heels? And you can write that in the notes as you reflect on what's going on in the Bible study to understand, what kind of woman you are and compare it to what Rebekah did, to understand what in your life has happened and occurred. And it was a God moment, and you were able to move in movement and repose to allow God to completely change your life. You gave him your life and you allowed him to change, and it actually occurred. Much love. Be blessed. God's love.